How you doing, Barry?
Good, good.
If you need a Subaru, talk to Barry.
Yep. I'll
But
take
anyway,
a
so
or any used car.
yeah. Okay, that's good. No, just kidding. Anyway, so we got our Jesters match going on right now. We got Jay Christian, who is our current Jester, and he's being challenged by Mr. Mark Pitts. And these guys are going to be playing 8-ball. It's a race to 7. We're going to try and get their attention, give them the thumbs up. Hopefully they see me. And we'll get them to leg.
I think they're talking.
Maybe.
Is this the $4.99 in under for the Jesters, Kendall?
$4.99 under, correct? Yep.
Okay.
So these guys, this was Coleman Grossbeard's been playing for the last quite a few weeks. Actually, I think he ran 5 weeks.
Did he get beat?
He did, yeah. Jay beat him.
Oh, okay.
So right now, Jay is our current Jester. I've actually, if we can figure out our new tech, so this is all new this week. I should have some profile lists. I just got to figure out where they are.
Lagging for the break. Looks like good lag by Jay. They're eyeballing it. From here, it looks like the one ball's closer. But I'm looking at an angle, but I'm looking even on the overhead.
They can ask us too. Well, they figured. Oh, what are they
They're
doing?
redoing
it. I think that's a first here on the stream. Honestly.
Yeah, usually people find a way to measure it out, and they decide not to. And
this time
it's 2-ball.
Very obviously the 2. Nice job.
So, question: Why? What happened with Sean Henning on the King of the Hill on Friday nights?
He died.
No, stop.
He quit. Well,
he just quit. Huh?
Right? Didn't you see my post?
No, I didn't.
When I advertised for it, I said the king is dead.
Oh, I did
long
see.
I
did see.
Yeah,
okay.
long live the king.
Okay.
That's what they're dead to us. If they quit like that, they're just dead to us. So, but we have a new king now, and that's Jeremy Fetkenauer. That's going to be a challenge to beat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna have to bring in some people, or the next time I'm able to play him in 9-ball, because I think I could have got him, but.
Did you play him 9-ball or 10-ball?
I played him 9-ball.
Okay. I heard that was a close match. I was watching a little bit of it. It was like tied, I thought. Last I seen, like 14 up or something like that.
Yeah, it was close. It was 17-20, and I honestly I scratched on my last break. I was feeling a rhythm. I felt like I was still going to come back. He was on 19, I was on 17, and then I scratched on my next break, but I crushed him. You know, I made a couple brutal mistakes. That safety I played to set up the 1-9. It's a good shot. I just hit it short by a quarter inch. You know, and that was a huge turning point. But anyways,
first game here. Yeah, it looks like we're not an intentional safety type break, but this one looks like it could be a little strategy game here.
Well, I'll tell you what. While he's looking, we got these great new views. Why don't we take a look from the top here and see what we're all looking at?
I think stripes are definitely the ball. I think he can actually run out from here with stripes.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like he's going to start out with this 14 here. Let's see where he gets off of this shot.
I've seen Mark around in the past, but I don't remember if I watched him shoot. He ran a tournament, I think, over, was he like New Holston area or something? Is where he's from?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
I'm actually trying to look that up. I'll see if I can. I got to bring it up because we went through the trouble of making this and having these guys fill it out. But now I got to say, Mark, if you don't know much about Mark, you're not going to find out anything because he was that kid that didn't do his homework. Well, he got in trouble right off the bat there. He hit that ball while he was coming out of there and kind of messed it all up, I think.
Yep. He's got a tight little shot here with that 10-ball with cue ball going to be pretty much uncontrollable, I believe, because it's going to go right into that 5-6.
Hey, guys, make sure you get out there and share the stream, too. That's how we keep this stuff going for free. We got to get those likes and follows and subscriptions and all that good stuff up there. So if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. We need those subscriptions in order for us to try and recoup any money from this thing. Otherwise, it's just a really expensive hobby.
Yeah.
And we want to keep these streams running for free. So, got some great Derby City footage if we can ever get in there and commentate it. We got to put it together and get some editing done to it, and then it's going to go out on our YouTube channel. So you're going to want to subscribe because you'll see those go out.
Nice.
And that's actually the Mad Apple X Stream, which is our sister channel. That's the channel that we do all of our high-end matches on. So stuff like Derby City, our King of the Hill match here locally in the Mad Apple, you know. But yeah, like and subscribe. We got to do that. And share, because we only got a few viewers right now, and this is going to be a good match.
So, quick question. It's been a while since I've been up here in the booth. I see you got 2 different chats. Is one for YouTube and one for Facebook?
Yep. So we have the open stream. I probably have to refresh it because I haven't. That'll help. People can actually feel like they're talking. So open stream, and now it'll refresh, and we'll have a new one up, and then we'll have to bring up YouTube. And we actually have a Twitter one, but we don't get that many Twitters.
That's not exactly where he wanted that ball. Oh, he was trying to play safe. I think he was trying to get underneath it. Still didn't want it there, though. I ran into one of your foosball players today and asked him how the foosball went. He said they had an unbelievable turnout, added like 50 players from last year.
Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. It's a little bit of a sacrifice on the part of our Mad Apple players here to give up their pool room to the foosballers for, 5 days or whatever. But
Right.
it's definitely good for the Mad Apple, and all the players were great sports. And
Yeah, I used to like
took
working
it in
that
stride.
weekend. Really good, fun thing to watch. Let alone they're really good guys too.
yeah, we had really not much trouble with them at all, obviously, which we usually don't. All right, getting the viewers up there. Make sure you guys are out there sharing on your stream. We need you doing it. We got Mark Pitts playing against Jay Christian, and pretty close, right? 499, 450. Yeah.
442, yeah.
Well, yeah, and Jay just made it, right? So here's the rule that brings up an interesting point. Is he's right at a 499. You had asked, is it 500 and under? So as soon as he crosses over, he can only play 3 weeks, and then he has to move up. But then he's the immediate challenger in the higher division in the Knights.
Okay, that's a good way to do it.
So once you cross that threshold, when you're close like that, you are only allowed 3 weeks.
Okay, yeah, that's cool and it gets people to want to get step their game up and get a little better and grow. It's good to get in the next division up, and good that they are guaranteed a spot. They don't have to wait because some of them lists I've heard are pretty long for you guys.
Yeah, the Jesters and the Knight specifically. The Kings match, you want to play the Kings, you could play next week. Well, not next week. We got like the next 2 weeks out, I think.
Okay.
And we got like Cap that wants to come back, but we got to get more players. I mean, we just want to get a bigger variety of players. It's a free hotel room. So if somebody comes from Milwaukee, Chicago, they get a free room if they're the challenger.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, so
is that for Saturday night or for Sunday night or Friday night? I mean,
Friday night.
Friday night.
Yep.
Okay,
So they come up Friday, they get the hotel room, they play the match, and they have till they got the night, so they just can go next door, go to sleep, and
cool,
ready to go. And not to mention, I can get them a cheap room, so if they want to stay the next night,
right,
it's pretty
absolutely.
cheap too.
I'm actually staying in the hotel here 2 weeks for WSBA State.
Yep.
I was very happy to see you have a shuttle.
Yep.
Anybody listening that's playing at WSBA State, shuttle back and forth to the Mad Apple, or if you get a hotel room here, you'll have a shuttle. Don't have to worry about driving.
Yeah, and we talked about that on the Queens match, and we got 160 pool players staying next door in the hotel.
Wow.
During WSBA.
You might have to get a bigger shuttle.
Yeah, maybe, right? It's only a 15-man. I'm going to be running like every 2 minutes. We'll see. I didn't say I had shuttles. I said I had shuttle.
Yeah. Have to wait for the next one to get back.
Right.
For all those people that like to drink.
Well, it makes parking a lot easier, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so back to the match. So these guys score their own score. Hopefully they know that. We are still in the first game.
Well, you said Jay played last week, right? So he should know.
True.
It's still a tough table.
Boy, I tell you, from what started as really easy, too.
Yeah.
Well, not really easy, but open.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cluster.
We'll see what he does here. Could move some balls around.
I don't know. I mean, I just think even if you cut this, you're looking at cutting this to the left, right? And then draw into it. I mean, you just don't get any separation.
Yep.
Rick White, how's he going? I don't know if he's. Oh boy, he hit that.
He hit underneath it. Yeah, came out good.
Didn't get a real great leave because he still got the problem with the 13 there.
Yeah, running is in a bad angle of it.
Think you can get around that 7 and spin up and shoot it in the opposite side?
Yeah, ton of left on there.
Yeah, kind of hook around. It's actually not a horrible shot, probably. A lot of high left. Got to rotate it, though. You got to get it spinning.
Mm-hmm.
I want to welcome everybody in again to the open stream here at the Mad Apple. It's our local players channel. Oh, he doesn't even look. One of our young players, Brody Hillman. We were just talking about his brother, Caden.
Surprised how big Caden's gotten. He's tall.
Well, yeah, especially, I was talking about that. I taught him for 3 of his 4 years here. He was 9. Or, wait, 11. No, he's 9. Because now he's, I think, 13 or something. 4 years, yeah. So 9 years old, and he had to shoot sidearm. So I had to teach him all of his mechanics this way, and then we rotated him. He was just starting to come down when he came here.
We tried that up in the corner to get the break. That was a tough shot.
Yeah, I think no matter what, that was tough. So, yeah, you have to... This runs about a split second behind that one, so you got to be careful you don't react too quick.
Okay, I got you.
And it didn't used to be that way, but we got to figure that out yet. But we did change everything up. We got that cool overhead 12-foot screen just over the top of these guys' head, playing the match on it. So anybody standing out and around can watch the match the same as you guys are at home on a big 12-foot screen, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. You can see the score too. So when I was here a couple weeks ago, played the Sunday 8-ball, and Coleman was playing Ghostfire, and I could never tell the score. But now with that big screen, you can see what the score is at all times.
Yeah, it's the same screen you guys are looking at.
Yep.
Including our ugly mug. Well, Mark, with a pretty nice opportunity, you opened it up. This has got to be a good shot here, though. Uh-oh.
Get out of there. Oh, get out of there, too.
Yeah. Is he going to get away with that?
Yeah. You can still see the 11, but this is not an easy shot. I don't know if he can make that 13 anywhere.
Bank, maybe. Can he see the 11? Oh, I guess he can, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if he's got a good... No, I don't know if he's got enough angle to get over there. I was going to say it shoots right up back where the cue ball is.
Well, he's aiming at the 13 first.
Is he? Going to bank it or what?
He might say, I'm going to go for the bank now. But I still don't like this because I don't think he has a good shot up to that. Looks like he's calling safe.
Behind the 8?
Yeah, it's not a bad shot if you can get there. Don't scratch. Oh, that's not bad.
No, Nice
bad
little
at all.
bump at the end too. That
Yeah, that
almost
helped him
helped
out.
it.
The only problem is 13 still isn't in the open.
Yeah. Well, it's more open though. Now it can go past the other side of the 8. You know, the left pocket.
Yep.
Before it didn't do that, so he did gain a little bit out of it. Sure would rather have it go past the 8. Huh? His combo might go up here past the 11.
I was talking about Mark's tournament before. Does he? Do you know if he owns a bar out there? Does he own the strike zone or something? Or are you?
I think so.
He does own a bar out there. Okay.
Is he shooting this in the side?
Looks like it.
I think he is.
He can make it. I think it's natural 2 to 3 rail shape on the 4-ball down there. Oh. Looked pretty close. Almost like it was going to go in, but I think the cue ball got in the way.
I'm just trying to see if he's got enough angle here to. I mean, he might have to go forward and come around past the 2 and around. I'm trying to tell if he has enough angle to draw. Just draw over, slide it over.
Yeah, it's tough because I'm even looking out at the table right now. It looks pretty straight.
More likely he's going to play 3 rails. Coming this way.
Yeah. Or if you can go top left on that and even, go short rail and then go behind the 13.
He's looking at just setting the rail here. Uh-oh.
Oh, he didn't hit that as hard as he wanted to. So, what are you playing in WSP, Kendall?
Somehow I ended up in almost all of them, I think.
Yeah, I'm playing both the singles, master singles, and then team.
It's going to have to kick this 13, huh?
Yep. So on a shot like this, Kendall, do you hit kind of pocket speed in case you miss? You might block the 2, or?
I think so. I mean, I think that's probably a smart shot. And honestly, my kicking is more accurate if I hit it pocket speed, and I trust it. I used to just randomly slam at him, but that's not a bad effort. And he tied up the 2.
The only thing is, I don't think either ball goes.
Yeah, you're shooting the 4 here, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's a lot of left. Hey, hit it slow.
Oh.
Well, I guess so. I mean, he's not going to give the farm up here. The 13 definitely doesn't go, or 12, 13. Boy, Julie just ran through the queens this morning.
Yeah, Holly DeVeers, right? She played?
Yep, and Holly had beaten Danny the week before. But Julie played well. She said she was nervous. I said, well, if that's playing nervous, you should probably play nervous all the time. Safety coming.
Making the game longer.
Awesome. Is this still first game, huh?
Yeah. See right here for you beginners or not beginners that are watching, intermediate.
Great shot.
I like the shot there would have been to tap the 2 out and freeze the cue ball right on top of the 13.
Yeah.
And play a safety right back. Then your 2 is open, and he's got no shot because he's froze on the 13. Can't kick at it or nothing because the 8 would have blocked the kick.
I mean, here you're trying to hit the 8, kind of. You hit that good. They couldn't hit that any better,
Oh, that was
honestly.
a great shot.
Now he's got the off the rail first. It's a good
Yep.
shot. Struck that ball perfect.
See that for the beginners and intermediates? Don't listen to me. Just get out. Just do it. Eat it. Run out.
Well, it's good to hear that perspective, though. You know, I like my brain doesn't automatically go to that either, and
Yeah.
I mean, I can play okay.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just different styles, and it's good to learn different styles because it gives you a whole tool belt.
Yep, absolutely.
That was a good job here. And a hard fought rack. It's always good to win that rack. You know, you start out like that where you're kind of back and forth and you're both battling some safeties. It's a statement to make that. So good out.
Yep. All right, game 1 over. I am going to have to step out here.
Nice. Do
I
me a
have
favor.
a match.
Get Caden Hillman for me. Tell
Okay.
him to come on over here. I
Yep.
know he's got to wait now.
Okay, absolutely.
Either that or Craig Fowler. Oh, Craig's in his match now. So. All right, we got a score, so it's going to be 1-0. Mark taking the lead after that long fought first rack. Pretty sure the pace is going to increase from here. Hopefully he knows to mark his score. Well, I'll have to let him know. Oh, he did it. Well, more likely Jay probably got it for him. So. Well, those didn't spread apart very well, so a little bit of work to do here again. Take a quick look at the overhead. Well, I don't know where you start with trouble, but I think stripes for me look better. More options. The 14's really the only trouble ball there, and you got enough balls around it that you can tap something open. So I think I would be tending to lean towards stripes, starting with the 9. Possibly setting for the 12 down the rail. Start with the 15, it looks. Jimmy Newman, can I get on the list, please? Is there a list of plays coming for the night's matches? There is. I know we've been talking about it and trying to work on it, and we are. It's just more confusing than you might actually guess. So we're trying to get it straightened away so that we're fair to everybody, and we should be able to do that soon. And Jimmy Newman, what list would you be getting on, Jimmy Newman? And the only way to get on that list is to contact Mr. Mason Cook. The Stone Mason. You know him. So if you are interested, you got to reach out to Mason on Facebook. Decides for safety. Speaking of which, he should come over here right now, maybe. Hey! I'm going to talk him into coming in here for a minute. Come on. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to. I was just talking about you as you walked by. Yeah. So it's okay. Yeah, I know. He's getting ready. All right. Well, that brings up another point. The open stream is the open stream because anybody who feels the need to talk about pool and can do so in a respectful way, if you're interested in commentating ever, make sure you get a hold of us because we are interested in having you for these matches. You know, it's amazing. Just like watching matches, commentating on them actually helps your game. It gets you looking at the game from a little bit different perspective. Slow play? What are you talking about? Slow play. Thankfully, though, the Knights match doesn't start till 4:30. Do you play that ball? It's a good place for it. Chris G, you should be here talking to me in the booth. You're a Knight, I think, right? I'll have to look up Chris G's Fargo rate. A lot of this stream wouldn't even be possible if it wasn't for the guy I'm talking about right now. I appreciate it, Chris. And by a lot, I mean most. He just plugs away, helping at will, on a whim. All right, playing to the 5. Oop. Well, here's an opportunity for Mark. Got a nice opportunity to run into the 8 ball here. Just I got to jack up a little bit. Or you may shoot the 14. I guess would be the other option. I really kind of just like running into them. Let's see, Chris G. I wonder if I need more than that. Probably not. Everybody knows him by Chris G. Let's see, we got a... Holy cow, there's a lot of Chris G's in this thing. Suppose I could spell more of your name. All right, breaking things open, not in a good way. Jay with an opportunity here at a wide open rack. Let's see what can happen. Todd Reinschmidt. Hey, legend. What the heck are you talking about? What's that even mean? Hey, legend. Like Will Smith? But hey, I'll say hi to you. I was talking a little bit to Jay before the match, and he was talking about how he played a lot more in his younger years and played really fast. He said, as fast as I play, he played faster. And he said when he came back, he tried to do the same thing, and he couldn't make a ball. So it's a rhythm thing. I mean, you got to be playing all the time. I think, the little bit that I have slowed down in my game, it's just because I don't play often enough to find that rhythm the same way. So if you don't slow down, you miss a lot. When I was out of rhythm, even when I was playing a lot, you could tell because I just miss stupid shots. Just taking a look at this 2 in the side pocket. Kind of give you a little better angle at it. Now he's changed it up. He's going to look at that 3 ball. Well, changing his mind again. Good shot. And got it. Perfect. Where is he? I don't see him on here. I don't see Larry Dasso on here. Now I'm confused. All right, nice job there by Jay, tying things up 1-1. See, I would have known that if I would have seen Larry Dasso on here, but I don't see Larry Dasso on here, and you're saying hi to him. Now I'm just confused. Appreciate the shares, guys. Make sure you guys are out there sharing and liking and subscribing. And if you're not over to YouTube yet, make sure you get over there. That is really how we ultimately pay for this whole thing. So if you guys can get over there and subscribe, we appreciate it. You're watching the open stream, which is the sister stream to Mad Apple Extreme, which is the subscription we're looking for from you guys over on YouTube. I give up on this technology thing. He's here. That's the answer I got. Well, why are you saying hi to him on the stream then? What? I'm so confused. That's why I'm not a tech guy. Well, this is definitely the best break we've had. Somebody hit it this time, so a little bit more open table. I tell you that four ball is questionable whether or not it goes either corner pocket. Honestly, let's see. Hi, Kendall. This is Larry. Do you have a list of upcoming players for the Knights? I think I said this before, but you probably weren't here. So we are working on it. We're just trying to make sure there's a ton of like messages and lists, and everything is just a little bit confusing, maybe just a bit. So we just want to be sure we're as fair as we can be to all the players that have been waiting to play. Make sure we don't put guys ahead of other guys that shouldn't have been. So we're kind of cross-checking dates and all that other stuff. So it's kind of going to be a little more complex than we thought it was going to be to actually get a list out there for everybody to see. I promise once we do, you guys will be the first to know, and hopefully it'll make things run a bit smoother too, because we got a lot to get through. Nice cut there. Try and come out for this 3. I think if that 4 goes, I think I'd be tempted to shoot it right now. Get it off that ball, unless he feels like that's a security blanket a bit, but really should get out here as long as that 4 goes cleanly. Now he's looking at the 4. What world is going on in this world? It's tough to get there now, I think. I mean, to get the right angle. Definitely don't want to be short. If anything, I want to have the opposite angle, and if I have to, I'll run it off the 10 ball or whatever it's up against there. Yeah, that's tough there, I think. So now you're running into the 7 ball, pushing it, more than likely pushing it up towards those other stripes. It just becomes pretty tough. Let's see what happens. You're stuck with that decision now because there's not a great safety, so now you got to get aggressive. You got to hope you get a leave off of this. It's a good shot. Boy, he held that. It make me eat my words. That was perfect, I guess. Players watch this stuff back, and he's going to be like swearing at me the whole time as he's listening to me. Good opportunity here. Really nice job. Gets it in there. Used all the pocket, but he hit it the right speed, so he deserved it to drop. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for this or not, but the other so just to say this, I always have a hat on, so it's the pot calling the kettle black. But he said one thing he didn't like about the stream is he found out that he had a bald spot. I mean, it is what it is. First time I found out I was going bald was I was a high-rise window cleaner when we were filming because we were on a really tall building. And somebody was filming down. So kind of the same thing, a camera from above. You don't know. You're looking in the mirror. You think you still got hair. You get on a stream like this, all of a sudden you see you don't. It's a little shocking. All right, I'll stop now. All his buddies are like, yeah. There's a nice break. Good open table right off the bat. Can't ask for much more than that, I don't think. Scope it out a bit. I like solids here, I think. Oh, I got this whole thing figured out. Larry says, hi, Bulldog. That must be Todd. That one I didn't know. I knew Larry was a legend. Good job there. Pushes the 2 far enough out, but didn't tie it up on the 6, so that's good. He's got that 7-3 up there, but that's a pretty easy transition, so that you could leave that. You really should run this end off here, and then leave that 7-3 and 8 as your last 3. Obviously the 8, but the 7 to the 3 and then to the 8s. Maybe roll up here, shoot the 2 in the long corner up above by where he's standing. Yeah, it's a good shot. Looks like he should be able to just stop this ball for the 6. Just a little throw shot. He's looking at rolling past it. It's not like his odds of stopping it right there. Just enough. And maybe got a little further than he wanted to. But should work. He's going to hit this up to the end rail and come back out for the one in the same pocket. Uh-oh. Hold on. Still okay. He's definitely not afraid of that shot. He hit it firm. You just don't want to overcook this ball because you could easily come off that rail funny and end up too close to the 3. You can almost deal with anything here if you just kind of tap this ball in. That angle wouldn't be bad to get on the 8, so you just not want to try and do too much here. Yep. That's the right choice. Good shot. He's got a nice angle. You can just kind of come out here and either miss that 15 ball or even run into it and you're doing fine. So I think making the shot here is the key. Oh my. Boy, oh boy, you got away with that. Good shot, drawn down to the around that ball, around the 13, but definitely came pretty close to scratching. That's a big game. Jay's going to go up to 3 games to 1 here. Race to 7 in this Jesters match. Take a minute while he's racking here to just thank everybody for joining us today on the open stream. Talking before, if anybody's ever interested in coming in, commentating on some of these matches and joining us in the booth, you're welcome to do that. Just go ahead and reach out. You can either reach out to myself or Mason about commentating. So we're on a short player break. So we had the Queens match earlier on today. It was Holly DeVillers, who was our current queen, and she was defeated by Julie Schoenecke. Julie actually won 6-2 in that match today. Played really good. She was talking about how nervous she was, and I told her if that's nervous, she should probably play nervous all the time. For the most part, she played pretty great pool. So again, we've got WSPA coming up this not this weekend, but the following weekend, right downtown Appleton. So just about a mile away from the Mad Apple. So if you're coming in for WSPA at all, make sure you check us out. Come on over. You can see where we stream this from and what we do over here at the Mad Apple. We're attached to a hotel, and we have a shuttle bus running back and forth, so you're welcome to jump on. It's a tip-only shuttle bus, so it costs you nothing but tips to get back and forth. So come on out, check it out. All right, back to the action. We got Jay breaking. He's leading this match 3-1 against Mark Pitts, who is basically here for the first time, challenging Jay. Uh-oh. Well, you broke them up pretty good. You got the 14 and the 4 looking like trouble. You got the 210, which probably would be my first choice. You're going to get rid of one or the other. Might even shoot the 10 too, and leave yourself with solids. Looks like it's pretty straight either way that you go. All right, so Rick asks, what is the rank difference between King and all of the different divisions? So the Queens are an open match. So Queens can play anybody, any lady can play the Queens. And then as far as the Jesters, that is our 500 and below. So Jesters are 500 and below, and you can. So like an example is, this is a good example. Jay is a 499. So what happens when Jay hits 501? You know, he goes and he plays well in a tournament somewhere, and he raises his ranking. As soon as you go over that limit for the particular division, you're allowed 3 weeks of wins, and after that third week, you would forfeit your Jester, and you would automatically go to the Knights because they start out at 501 and go to 599. And then the same applies. And then 600 and above would be our Kings match. So anybody 600 above, and you can challenge up. I mean, you can. So if you're a lower player and you want to play, like say you're a 499, and you don't want to play the Jesters, you'd rather play the Knights, you're welcome to play up. You just can't play down. Hopefully that answered your question. Not quite sure what the plan was there. Didn't work, obviously. Oh, must have done something wrong if you're telling me it made sense. Well, I'll tell you, Mark really needs to make a statement here and get out of this rack. He kind of got himself in trouble again here, though. He's got a couple of tough shots to look at. If my kid was here, he'd say, "Why is everybody so afraid to shoot combos?" So he'd probably encourage the combo shot here. I think it's probably the right shot. 6 is pretty tough, everything else. So looks like that's what he's going at. Oh, wow. He had room through there. I would have never guessed he could get that ball by there. He hit that really good. And again, pocket speed matters. Well, that's below. Did I say that right? Yeah, yeah. 3 and 400s are together. But that's how you get your experience too, though. And honestly, as long as our list is, by that time you could be a 4 something, anyways. And beyond that, Rick, weren't you just here? You should have taken a lesson. Get that number up quick if you get the right mechanics. Squire. Is a squire below a jester? I don't know. Nice shot. Oh, well, he used all the pocket, but I tell you what, it's going to pay off because he's about as straight in as you can get. A little close to his work, but had to stay tight because he had that 14 there, so just right. Pops it in the hole quick, so that's going to bring him to 2 games. So that gets him within 1 game in this race. Race to 7. 3-2. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us at the open stream inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company on West College Avenue. Got WSPA coming up. Give a shout out to all the guys that do that. I should know the list. They're not a sponsor, so I don't feel bad. We do have a new sponsor, though, for our King of the Hill series, and that is the Clarion Inn. So if you know anybody that is in that Kings division and would like to play, and if they're Milwaukee or wherever, it doesn't really matter. Even if you're here in town, you don't feel like driving home after the match, we got a free hotel room for you, so you can come in, play the match, and stay on us. So tell your friends. 600 and above, all you got to do is beat Jeremy Fetkenhauer, and you can claim the crown. Nothing to it. He's only a 720. Don't even have to play that good. You could probably get him. No, they're great matches and really fun to watch, and we hope to get some more high-end competitors in here for those matches. Yeah, you and your buddies were here playing. That was good. I'm not sure. I should have probably introduced myself, but I did come over and talk to a couple of guys. I'm assuming you were one of them. But I knew because I was kind of following on Facebook, watching you guys talking about coming in and meeting to play some pool. Frank Greshel, how big is the list? Well, which list? For the Jesters? If you're asking for the Jesters, my guess is there's at least 40 some players, so could be as much as a year out. Kind of got an opportunity to shoot this 10 ball right here if he really wanted to get creative. The carom would work. It's not a horrible angle to do it from. It's close. He might not be far enough up to do it from there, I guess. Opting to set for a break shot here, it looks like, off of the 11 or the 15 ball. Oh, maybe it's 11. I appreciate that, Rick. I tell you, people shouldn't be in this business if they don't care if people have a good time. So I'm glad you had a good time, and hope to see you guys back soon. Well, he got the 9 out, but I think the 10 got in trouble on him. I don't know, I'd be tempted to shoot this ball up in the corner and come around 3 rails to try and break it out of there. It's probably not the worst idea. I think that's what he's maybe looking at here. He kind of shoots fast. Once he makes his decision, I tell you, he pops that shot pretty quick. He doesn't do a lot in the way of practice strokes. He finds his lines, kind of a unique form, I guess. Takes away any question. Just get on the line and hit it. Well, there's a lot of work left to do as solids here, and stripes didn't get a lot easier either, so. Yeah, I think for a second there he was looking at the combination off the 10 on his 6-4 or 6-5 there. I think that was the first shot he was looking at. And although I can see why you might try it, but in this case, you would just knock it open, leave him out probably. But he doesn't have a great angle to break into those balls either. So, all right, he's opting for the safety. He's just going to roll this up. Not sure if I like this or not. We'll see how he hits. He definitely solidified that 10 ball in there. Guys, make sure you're out there sharing the stream. We appreciate it. You know, I can see how many times it's shared, and there's way more people on here. You guys should be out there sharing for us. If you enjoy the stream, you want to see us keep being able to do what we do. That's what we need is new people and people subscribing and contributing to what we do, which all you got to do to contribute is hit that little button. Make sure you hit the notification button too, because that lets you know every time we go live. The stripes are definitely in a worse position than they were when we started that shot. So we're going backwards, I think. Yeah, I would think you'd want to be a little bit more of an angle on this shot. That's tough to do much with. And as of right now, he's just picking out all his easy ones. He still hasn't taken care of the problem that he has with the 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll tell you, I think it'd be hard for me maybe not to look at trying to come around that 9 ball and run into him off the 3 right here. If there's any chance of it, because that way you still got the 1 down here for a safety valve. Going for safe. And play off the left side of the 6 ball here. I mean, the only real problem with that is he tied his own balls up pretty solid too. So now it's just a mess from shooting that safety and then right back out the other way. And I'm not saying I'm the best safety player, but I know there's a transition point where you have to make a go for it. You know, you still got the most balls on the table, which is an advantage, but you got to know how to use that to your advantage. Especially when your balls are tied in so many into his one ball there. Another safety coming. got to make some progress to get a shot open. Maybe he called the 5 here. Oh, safety it is. Just got there. Almost a no hit. Might have left him the 10. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that 10 ball at all. I'd just be trying to get a hit on the 9 and get on the down table because I don't see a lot of shots. On solids as long as he leaves them alone. Yeah, again, I'll repeat myself. I mean, he's got to get a shot. He's got to not only get safe here, but he's got to get a shot at a ball after he plays safe. So he's got to start to get some separation between what he's got in here. Well, that is probably not going to be good. He did get the separation, but he opened this up. So now Mark's got a shot at the 9, and the 10 ball is wide open, and the 8 also goes. So really should get out here. Just got to make one ball at a time, and there's not really any tricky position. Just got to roll this ball forward. You got to make sure you don't stun this at all. If you stun it, you're going to go directly into the side pocket. Oh, he tried to draw it. Okay. Well, I wish I would have seen when you said that there, old man Ferguson. I, I you're always learning at this game, but I've never been an 8-ball player. Good shot, not the reward he was looking for. So I'm still a student of this game by a lot. 9-ball, I understand it. 10-ball, anything rotation, I feel like I have a pretty good feel for. 8-ball, I'm getting better at 8-ball. I mean, I'm improving, but it's one of those games that if you haven't played it your whole life, I never played 8-ball, so I enjoy it now, but I hated it. Here's kind of the same issue. If you try and get that 6 right now, you don't want to make it in a worse spot. Right now, you could actually come close to making it if you ended up with ball in hand, but you don't want to make it any worse. All right, playing safe, kicking at the 7. Oh, he's got the 7 straight at, yeah. Oh, he is kicking. Really don't know where he's going here. All right. Leaves him a shot to the side pocket or up to the corner, depending on what he chooses, but leaves him tight on the rail. I'd be thrilled to have this shot. Not saying it's easy. I'm just saying I wouldn't have thought I would have had that, even a chance to get out, and he's definitely got a chance to get out here. 8-ball banks if he needed it to, if he can't get an angle to break it here. You know, just make one ball at a time. You got nothing to lose with the 6 sitting the way it is. Super aggressive, shoot the 7, go for the break. Not aggressive at all, play the safety. I don't think I see a reason to pocket the 7, though, if you don't plan to try and break it. Oh, and he drew it too much. So Mark with a really good opportunity here to shoot this 10, break out the... Oh, my. I don't normally say this is the wrong choice, but I'll tell you right now, this is the wrong choice. If he shoots this 9 first, you got to play the 10 here and break it and set for the 9. Unless he's playing safety. If he does something where he's playing safe, I'd go along with this, but I don't know why you wouldn't just set for the break shot unless he's worried about making the 8 in the same pocket. I'm not sure, but it's not going to get easier on the next shot. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was the best thing you could do is miss that ball. Shirley didn't want to make that ball. I'm sure if he could have pocketed that ball, he might have. Well, he left himself an angle where it's possible to bank this ball. It's not easy. So it's either going to be a safety here, just tap this ball to the rail and leave the cue ball tight against, or try and bank it back. They're having a little discussion over whether or not they want it to be watched. I don't think he's going for it. It's a good hit. Once again, doesn't do you a lot of good unless you created some type of separation. He just made it tougher, if not impossible, to bank it. Now here's where your chance is to get some separation, get that 6 off of there. Oh, you got to hit that harder. You got to hold that and hit it harder. Get the 6 further away so that when you get ball in hand next time, or if you get ball, yeah, see, he just gave it back to him. He's got to shoot that same shot, just slightly harder and freeze to it. That's good. Now he's got some room. And now he put the pressure on Jay to make sure that he gets a good hit here. Not only a good hit, but he's got to hit it in a way that he's not going to leave him straight out. So he's got to hit it to the left side or the 8-ball side. And even then, it's going to be tough. So that was well played by Mark the second time. I'll be fair, though. Maybe he didn't have the right angle the first time. Well, tell you, that was a nice shot, nice safety. It was a good hit by Jay, but just a little unfortunate pocket of the 8-ball. I like that he hit it firm, though. You got to stir things up. You can't just leave everything hang there. So could have got lucky just as much as he got unlucky there. Old man Ferguson says, I hate those kind of games. Yeah, they're almost as bad to play as they are to watch, but at least you're playing. Pretty good break he ended up kind of limited on his choices. His cue ball got out of hand and stayed up here on the top of the table. I think both of them you can work out here. You just got to get that first shot off. Just taking a look at the 14 off the 9 on the side. And not quite. Kind of tucked him back in there too, maybe giving him a little bit of a limited choice also, as he had. Kind of got to pick his way around here. It's going to go to the 11. I think he should have left himself a little bit different angle here. But I think it'll work. He's going to go end rail and back out. Setting for the 12 in the same pocket. A little further than he would have liked, and I think not quite sure if he can see the 13, so he's going to have to stick with his original plan of the 12 ball, I think. And really, this is about tapping the ball in. I mean, a little jacked up over the ball. I don't think he's going to hit this ball very hard. He's just going to kind of roll it up, bump the 8. Well, he didn't even. So right past the 8, but great shot. He still has a shot on his 9. Give himself an opportunity to get out here. He's got to look out. He's got that 7-6 right in the path of where he wants to get. I think my tendency here would be to draw back a bit and kind of run into the 1, if anything. Get on the high, stay on the high side of the 7 ball. Looks like he's going to try and go forward. Can't get much better, I don't think. Came in there nicely. It's a big game. He jumped out to an early lead, and then Mark has battled his way back. So Jay would really like to get out here, make sure that he takes advantage when he can. This isn't dead easy here either. All right, knowing he had a tough angle to try and pull up any higher, he just kind of bounced out enough so that he's shooting a little bit tougher shot, but better than missing your opportunity. Good shot, great out. It's a good job there. It's going to put him up 4-3 in this race to 7 in our Jesters match. This guy's got $150 a piece in the middle for the entry fee for the 2-man tournament. Thank everybody for joining us here at the open stream and Matt Epic stream. Please get out there and share this post. We appreciate it. If you haven't gotten over to YouTube yet, go do it. All right, little technical snafu here. I got to go plug in the tablet, which I forgot to do, so I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. Got everything straightened away. So we've got Jay Christian, who is our current jester, and he's leading Mark Pitts 4-3. Mark looking at stripes here. Look pretty good. The 11 ball is kind of sitting in a little precarious spot. It'll go in the side, but you got to get right on it. Either that or the corner. Really want to kind of get there now. I think I would roll this up and try and get tight on the rail. Play the 10. Get tight on the rail to roll the 11 down past the 5 and set for, I would say, the 10 ball, so the highest ball up there. Or I'm sorry, must be the 14. Not too hard. Left himself a little bit tricky over this ball, but I think he can still push up past that side pocket. Well, he got past the side pocket, but he missed the 11, so. Jay with a good opportunity here to take a 2-game lead if he can figure his way around these last 4 balls. Really taking his time. I think he's worried about getting behind this 15. Looks like he came out just enough to get at the 6. And a little bit tricky here to get on the 5, I think. I think I'd almost be playing to run into the 13 ball here. I sure can. I must be on the quiet mic now. It must have changed. That should be better. Let me know. Yeah, I think he got himself there. I don't know that he actually... Oh, I got the wrong view for you guys right now. You probably don't appreciate that view. Gonna shoot a little masse here. It looks like he's kind of jacking up as though he wants to. So let's see if he goes for it. And how you doing, Mike? Opting for safety. I don't know that I like that shot a whole lot. I think he did block the pocket up, but it's pretty easy to play safe back here or even go for an offensive shot. I think I would literally just shoot at the 11 and stop the ball. Dead tight to the 5. Oh, watching from the cabin. It's a nice day for that. And I've been good. Well, I think he left him in the only spot that he could leave him and leave him a shot. One of the only spots. It was not a very fortunate split there when he hit those. Right on. That's going to bring Mark or if Jay can manage to put this down, that's going to bring him to 5 games. Only 2 games away from the 7 needed to retain his Jester seat. And puts it down. 5 games to 3. Jay's in the lead. Jesters match here at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company on West College Avenue in Appleton. You are watching the open stream, the sister stream to the Mad Apple X stream, which covers our higher matches. These are our local players. These are going to be the Queens, the Jesters, and the Knights. The Knights play tonight at 4:30. Rick White asks, what is my opinion on carbon fiber shafts? Well, I can give you my thought on a couple things. So first, I'm not a huge fan of true carbon fibers. Just I don't like the sound of them. As far as the accuracy of them, they're much better. I would have to get over the sound of it. I shoot with a P-Shower Rogue, and Rogue is it's kind of a hybrid carbon. And when you drop those on the table, they actually sound like a wood shaft hitting the table. So that's why I play with the one that I play with. A lot of people like all the other ones that are out there, but I can tell you my personal opinion of the Rogue and my experience with that, and that was basically, it's kind of not a real long story, but a little bit of a story. I shot with a maple shaft my entire life, said I would never switch. Always hated the low deflection shafts because I felt like it took something away from my game. Had the opportunity to work with P-Shower when they were developing theirs. They were kind of the last ones on the market of the major brands. And they, because they're in Green Bay and Mason was here and I was here, they came and let us kind of experiment with some of their first ones and asked what our opinion was. Deflection, they know that Mason and I both move the cue ball a lot, so real freewheeling kind of strokes a lot of times. So we kind of played with all the variations, and we got an opportunity to at least give some input. We're not going to take any credit for anything, but I mean, we were lucky enough to be able to put some input into what we thought of the variations that they showed us. And I'm sure they did that with some other people also. But anyway, so long story short, I started playing with the Rogue. I liked it. The one that they brought that I voted for, I liked it. It ended up being one of the ones that they used in the final, and they might have made some other tweaks to it and changes, so it may not be exact, but I liked the way it felt. I shot with it. I felt more accurate with it. Earl Strickland and Johnny Archer come here that one week. We had him here for some exhibition stuff. I got talking to Earl on the drive back to the airport, which in itself, a 2.5 hour drive. Having a conversation with Earl Strickland was interesting at the short end of it, but a lot of fun. I mean, it was a 2.5 hour drive, and to listen to just the way his brain goes about things was fun. But we got talking about shafts and whatever, and he talked about having a straight taper the entire area that you shoot with. So I thought that sounded really intriguing. So when I got back, I had one of my extra shafts from my cue, and I tapered it down straight like that, and I started shooting with it, and I loved it. I'm like, holy cow, that's amazing. And shot with it for a while, and then I had somebody that wanted to try a Rogue shaft. They went, and I said, well, here, you can try this, and I put my Rogue shaft back onto my cue. And next time I picked up my cue, I didn't even think about it. I grabbed my cue, started shooting, and immediately noticed, wow, that's way more consistent. And now I've never switched back again. I probably won't. So they definitely have their advantage, and I don't really feel like I lose anything with the Rogue because it doesn't feel like I'm hitting with a fishing rod, which is what I feel like some of those carbon fibers are. But again, just my lowly opinion. Long story for a short answer, but all right, we're looking at cross side here. Uh-oh. Hit the bleachers. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's a quite loud dong. Aluminum bleachers, so they ring out pretty good when the cue balls fly into them. Jay with an opportunity with this ball in hand to get to the hill if he can work his way through these stripes. And hold time, I let you guys watch from the top view, so we'll bring it back to our traditional cameras. All right, we got a guest commentator today. That's for our night's match. That's going to be Ray Hansen, or I'm sorry, not Ray Hansen. He's another guy. I know him, but this is Ray Zilke. Been around pool a long time. He really promoted it over at the senior center quite a bit before Appleton had a pool hall and all that. So he'll be in here at 4:30 with me to kind of talk about some stuff. And I know he's excited to come in and have some fun. It's up to you whether or not you want to come in and finish this one with me. Otherwise, we can wait until 4:30. Good shot there by Mark. Got into the window. I just got to be careful not to push that 8 into the 14, or at least keep it off of it. So pocket speed here, just push over. Oh, didn't have to hit the 8 at all. What do I know? That really nice, and I didn't even think about the fact that it went past the 10, so glad somebody's paying attention. All right, this opportunity for him to get one game closer here. He definitely does not want to fall this last game behind, so really key shot. Puts it down, gets himself one game away from tying it back up with a pretty nice out to boot. No, it's okay.
I see it's only 2-2.
No, it's 5-4.
Race to 6.
Race to 7.
I thought I saw this.
I don't have their info sheets up for this
Okay.
one. So I want to welcome in for the first time into the booth, Mr. Ray Zilke. How you doing, Ray?
Thank you for that, Kendall. Thank you, and ladies and gentlemen listening in.
So, been looking forward to getting you in here. I thought all your years of pool experience would definitely be a benefit to have somebody to talk to there. So.
Well, it hasn't helped. I'm extremely nervous, but that's not as much as the players, so no problem.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I was talking about our queen earlier, which was Julie Schoeneke.
Yes.
She won earlier today, and she was talking about how nervous she was.
Yes.
And I told her, I said, if that's playing nervous, you should probably play nervous all the time, because she didn't. She played really well.
I watched her run out those last few balls on the last track. She played that really well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And let's see. So she broke and broke dry. Was that it?
No. Oh, here. So we've got Jay Christian, who's our current jester. We'll catch you up to speed.
Okay.
And then Mark Pitts. And he is the challenger tonight. And right now, Jay is leading 5-4, and they're racing to 7 and 8 ball.
Oh, there we go. Got it. All right.
And this is Mark at the table now. So Mark is down a game, and he just got out that last rack. He really needed that. I thought Jay was going to get out on him, and Jay kind of got in a bit of trouble. Well, now Mark's going to turn it on here a little bit.
Okay, now I'm catching up. I was looking at the wrong table. What a rookie mistake.
Oh, that's right. We didn't even have time to go over anything, so we just jumped you in here. But we can hear you. That's a big start. So.
All right.
Do these matches count on our Fargo rates? These matches actually don't go towards Fargo, so you're allowed to play them. Just the tournaments, so we don't report as of now. All right, so he just hung that ball. If you notice, we're about the new system. All of a sudden started having about a second delay. So if you react a little too quick to what he does there instead of watching here, you might get ahead of him a little bit, and they're going to think you're psychic.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. When I'm shooting, I always think I'm going to make every ball, but that isn't always true. So
that's true.
I missed one last week.
Yeah. So. That's fun. All right, so Jay is looking to get on the hill. So if Jay can get work out these solids, he'll be on the hill. But I don't think he hurt himself there. Huh?
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Right.
Well, you must be able to see something.
Combo?
You do have the ball. Yeah, I guess. You do have that ball hanging. So
it always feels like a bigger target when you got that, but it doesn't work out that way.
Not always.
Got to be precise.
Well, you got a good hit. You would have probably rather not put it right on the 8 ball, but. So these here are all these fine people talking to us. So this is the Facebook, which is way too many people on Facebook. They should all jump over to YouTube, because as we all know, that's where we make our money, right?
Yes.
So appreciate everybody, but sure like to see you over on YouTube. Plus the picture quality is a little better, all that.
Yeah.
And then make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification button. That way you know we're coming up. It's kind of tough here.
Well, tough. He's got the 5, right?
Yeah, I mean he can definitely the 4 down in the corner you're talking about.
Oh, that's the
pink 4. The 5's over there by the 2. Yep.
All right. Yeah, I thought he could get a roll off of that. Nice play. I like it.
Yep. Then he's going to come up here on the 1 ball. It looks like. I Let's take another look.
Well, good move. Walk around the table. Good move.
Taps it in. I think he was planning to play this follow shot.
Yes. Get a good roll on it and let physics take over.
Yeah. You know, he almost wants to draw this back, though.
Well,
to not leave him that. Well, he's going to go forward, huh? I think I would almost want to try and draw this back and back up for the 6.
I see.
Just
Sure.
to get, even if you miss, don't make the 7.
Well,
yeah, I don't know if he got back far enough. Should have been my worry. Mark would love to catch this game because that ties him up, and then it's a race to 2. And he's been down as much as, I think it was 5-2, 5-3, 5-3.
Okay.
So he was down 2 games at one point, was the most. But he's been down that twice, I think. In the beginning, it's 3-1. Then he came back, tied it up 3-3. Then he went down 2 again.
well, he's got a little momentum. If he can keep Mo on his side, anything can happen.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he opted for safety.
Yep. Measure the odds. Good move.
It's pretty close to being able to make that 7.
I was going to say that 7's out there yet, I think.
Let's take a look closer at the top view. I think he does have the 7, actually.
Yes.
Looks like it. Just thinking how he's going to come back to that 3, I think. But he's got a lot of room there
You
yet.
have to deal with that at some point. Okay.
That's a good shot.
Narrow window, but he could choose to deal with the 3 after this.
Yeah, I mean, really, that anywhere.
Mm-hmm. That's what
you
I'm
know,
looking
within
at.
the one diamond past that side
Yep.
pocket, you know.
Yep.
So even here, even if he skinned off the side of that 2 a little bit, playing the 5, I think he'd probably be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just so he doesn't kill his momentum too much off the 2.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Perfect.
I mean, really, he could probably get almost a diamond and a half up rail off that side pocket and still have an all right shot.
Sure.
So maybe just a little bit more firm than less.
Little touch.
No, he didn't even have to use the 10, so that's or the 2 ball, so that's perfect. Good angle now. He can bounce straight out for that 2 in the side next.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little right just to make sure you don't mess anything up you don't want to.
Yes. Long term, does the 8 have a home past the 9 there?
I think it does. It
Looks like it.
It looks like it'll go past it to me, I think.
All right. Oh, yeah, he's playing it well. Playing it very well. Looks like the right side of the 2, so sweet.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get a little angle here so you can curl up the rail a little.
Mm-hmm.
You could play just stop and come 2 rails around also, I guess. if you like to travel a cue ball a little more.
If you're a little comfortable with inside, then you curl it down, right?
Yeah, right.
And when he gets to the 6.
I think either one's a viable. It just depends on how you feel like you're hitting the ball, I think, at this point. When I'm feeling a little bit tight, I might tend to do that curl up as opposed to trying to stroke around 2 rails. I think. He's considering the 6, and I don't like that at all. I don't think that that's the right shot. I think he was looking at possibly
6 and then 2 stop and then 8.
Yeah, but I think he's making the right choice here just to tap this in.
Well, that answers that question.
Yep, 2 rails around. Gonna float it nice here. You left it in a pretty good spot. You just need a little bit of left. There's nothing else except for left. I don't think you need to go top very much.
Crossing the line, but the wide part of it, and short or long, either way. Nice.
Looking pretty good.
Nice. Got to talk to it.
Yeah, either hold on. Well, it's not straight in, and it's kind of backwards off the 13, but this is a shot he should make. They're trying to decide if they want to get a ref.
Sure. Oh, that's huge. Nice shot.
That was a really nice shot. And
little pressure on there.
Yeah, it's going to put Jay on the hill.
Yes.
So we can take a quick look at that 8 ball again.
All right, I like that.
Oh, I thought we could. Wow, what in the world? It's just a teaser. I guess I hit it wrong.
Here it comes.
Yeah, it's going to jump back.
Oh, okay.
Ready? Just about ready to hit it. Oh, forget it.
All right. He made it. He'd make it on the replay, too.
He would. That's right. He would make it the second time, too.
That second
See,
guy,
I think I actually, the first time I
good.
reached down, I think I hit it, and I wasn't supposed to. So
Okay.
Second time didn't do anything. Good thing it wasn't close.
Well, now if I mark, I'm talking to myself, and I'm thinking, how am I going to play it?
Yeah, first you're hoping you get to the table. You hope this isn't the first break and run of the match.
Okay. Yep.
And if I'm Jay, I'm down there going, break and run, break and run, break and run.
Keep him in his chair.
Yeah.
But,
finish strong.
Yeah. And you know what? He can do it. He can break and run. That's for sure.
Oh, Mike Parker. This is Ray Zilke that's sitting in with me.
Hello,
Sorry,
Michael.
I missed your comment. But Ray's been around pool a lot of years. He's been playing and setting stuff up over at the senior center for a lot of years, even now. Yeah.
Kendall, my dad had a saloon in Milwaukee in the basement and had a coin-op table in it. So
that was the start, huh?
When I was 10 years old, we'd help clean the place up, and then when he'd do bookwork, he'd open up the table and throw the balls out for me. So
nice.
That was about 1953.
Oh yeah. A couple years ago.
Yeah. So off and on with the game, and then right now, though, this place is a home away from home. When you walk in here, you just feel welcome.
Well, I appreciate that. That's what we're shooting for.
It's the truth. Okay.
You don't seem like a guy that would tell me anything but.
No, you don't need it. It's going really well.
Yeah, I just enjoy that we're able to support a game that I love as much as we
Yeah,
do. I mean,
yes.
you know, and you've done it your
Well-
whole life. I mean, we all do it different. You know, you can support it in
Sure.
a lot of different ways, and I mean, you've been great for
Well-
pool here in Appleton too. I mean, when we didn't have a pool hall, you were running stuff down at
Yeah.
the senior center and stuff, right?
Yeah, we do that. Pool's good to me though too. I'm retired. Don't care to go to Florida.
Yeah.
And all that. And I don't know what I'd do in Wisconsin if it wasn't for the tables and the click of the balls.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and that's one of the reasons I was excited to get you in here too.
Nice shot
Great shot.
down the rail. He's
Mark's letting him know he's not giving up.
They are darn right. That a boy. What's the table look like? Doesn't look like a lot of problem. Well,
This
looking
is
good.
the shot right here.
Yeah.
Really, you got to come up for the 11 or for the 10. I mean, you could go. Maybe I'd go 10 next. You know, roll this up, shoot the 10, then leave that 11 for right before the 8. He looks like he's going to draw back.
Yeah.
Or stop.
Oh, sure.
It's a neat thing
Yeah.
about 8-ball is there's 100 ways to do it.
If you get out on it, it's a good way.
It's a little bit of a force shot. He's got to get this over to the rail and back out without missing it.
He does. Yeah.
Well, how's your angle come out?
looks like he can do it. Cue ball's going to go for a ride.
Yeah, I mean, the shot's definitely makeable.
Yeah.
Cue balls are going to come around the 1. I just don't know if it's going to run into that 4
There's
or
some traffic over there.
yeah. And it could be a good thing if it catches the edge of the 4 and he hits it hard enough. And he's going to have to hit it pretty hard to do it.
If I'm him, I'm all about making that 10 and
Yeah.
take what the pool gods give me after that. Do these men play out of here or around town? Or?
Nope, neither one of
Okay.
them. And I'm struggling to remember. We talked
Okay.
about where they were from earlier, but
Yeah.
I don't have the sheets up. Mark never filled one out, so.
Okay.
Our next match, though, we'll bring them up. They'll be right here on screen
right.
for us, so we'll be able to know all of that
All right.
nifty stuff. All right, Jay looking
Yeah.
to close it out
Yeah.
here. If he can figure out how to get out of this rack. It's tough when you get yourself down to 1 ball. Guy can keep control and keep running you around a lot.
You can end up in penalty box
Yeah.
real easy.
Yeah.
I like it. He's going to have something on the 8. He'll have something, bank or something. I think he even has a good part of the pocket down by the 1 ball. I know I'd like to have the whole thing, but
Yeah, I thought.
Well.
Okay, yeah, he's solid here.
rookie mistake.
It happens. Yeah, you had me going. I was. That brings back some horrible memories right there.
Nothing touch.
Yeah, nothing hit the rail. And I don't know if you watched my match against Jeremy, but I had a setup where I could set up the 1-9, and all I had to do is roll forward and touch the ball.
I
So
watched quite a Friday night.
yeah,
Watched quite a bit of it.
yeah. Okay, good. He got it. They talked about it. I think I'd be shooting that 10 in the side all day long. But yeah, I had a perfect shot, and I missed it by a quarter inch and left him ball in hand when he was up.
Oh man!
And I would have went up on that game.
Yeah.
18 to 17 or 16 or something.
Oh no!
He didn't just do that. Yeah, I had to shoot that a lot later.
Little adrenaline.
Well, jumping's cooler.
Sure.
Yeah,
Not
Jacob K just said that 1-9 no rail was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a quarter inch, I think. And I mean, I hit it bad, to be honest. I was just so worried about popping out and leaving him the 1-9 that I just took just a little too much off of it. All right, jump shot coming from Mark. And no good.
Bummer.
All right, good opportunity here, and he lined up that 5-1. So that could have gotten trouble, but it actually lined up dead straight, so no problem there. I'd be shooting that 7 off the rail first. First thing I'd do, get rid of that 7 ball.
I read a book somewhere.
And then that 2
work on areas and move down.
Yeah, that's right. And then that 2-5. Those would be or 7 into the 3 ball combination. Get rid of the 6. You know, because that 6 is the other one that can burn you. Yeah, see, that's what he's doing too. That combo next. It's a good choice.
Oh, he's changing it, Kendall.
Going to change his mind.
He didn't know where everything was going to end up. Been there.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't bad. You can shoot the 6 down the other way then. Just tap this ball in. Got a few options. It's 7, 5, or the 6. Holy cow.
My favorite.
Oh, I tell you.
I love this shot, shooting over a ball.
Well, I think he got lucky in the sense that at least if he decides to shoot the 6, he's not over the top of the ball. But boy, he couldn't have ended in much worse of a position. Maybe directly froze on top of the 4 ball would have been worse. Even the best laid plans, right?
Yep.
I'll just take a second and thank everybody again for joining us here at the open stream. We really appreciate it. They're the ones that make this thing go. We've had since King of the Hill. I tell you, we've had since we moved it, we've had really great viewership, and we hope to keep getting better and better matches. Nice. It's a good shot. I'll tell you, for these guys, the wait is so long. You know, I mean, so the pressure of winning is compounded by the fact that you know if you lose this match,
you're not.
It's going to be almost a year.
Oh my!
Before you get the opportunity to get back in line, you know, and so it's one of those things where I think the weight of it, you know.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. If I don't have a good week, and I know I'm coming back on, you know, within a couple days.
Well, truthfully, that's part of the appeal of this.
Sure.
You know? See how long you can hold it. The longest jester that we've had has been Coleman Grossbeer.
Oh.
Nope, jester. They were playing. He just got defeated by Jay here. He almost got
Okay.
too far there, but should be able to just finish this out. Little draw shot back. Oh boy. First game and last game. We talk about that all the time. Hardest games to win.
No question.
First game of the set, last game of the set. So just
He
got to
played
stay
this
down.
so well to get here.
Yep. And no problem. Wasn't
Nice.
happy with the
Yeah,
lead, but
he's confident. Good play.
all right,
Good
guys.
match.
Well, that's gonna end it for the Jesters here. We got the Knights match coming up at 4:30, and we don't mean nighttime. We mean our Knights, KNIGHTS.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
And I want to thank Ray for joining
Yep.
us here. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys back here in